Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're fighting a battle all by yourself, like you're the only one standing for what's right, and the pressure is just immense? If so, you're in good company. Today we're diving into the incredible story of a man who experienced one of the biggest spiritual highs, only to crash into one of the deepest lows imaginable. I'm talking about the prophet Elijah. Picture this: Mount Carmel. On one side, you have Elijah, one man. On the other side, 450 prophets of the false god Baal, backed by the monarchy. It's an epic showdown. Elijah challenges them. Let's see whose God is real. We'll both prepare a sacrifice, but we won't light the fire. The God who answers with fire, he is God. The prophets of Baal go first. They shout, they dance, they even harm themselves, trying to get Baal's attention. Hours pass. Nothing. Crickets. Then, it's Elijah's turn. He calmly rebuilds the Lord's altar, digs a trench around it, and then does something crazy. He has them douse the whole thing with water. Not once, not twice, but 3 times until the trench is overflowing. There's no way this thing is going to light. Then, Elijah prays a simple, powerful prayer. And what happens next is legendary. Fire from heaven doesn't just consume the sacrifice, it incinerates the wood, the stones, the soil, and even licks up all the water in the trench. The people fall on their faces, shouting, "The Lord, He is God, the Lord, He is God." It's a total victory, an undeniable display of God's power. Elijah must have been feeling on top of the world. But this is where the story takes a sharp turn. Queen Jezebel, a fierce supporter of Baal, hears what happened. She's furious. She sends a messenger to Elijah with a chilling threat. "By this time tomorrow, you'll be just like one of those prophets." And Elijah, the same man who just faced down 450 opponents and called fire from heaven, does something completely unexpected. He runs. He runs for his life, terrified. He travels for a day into the wilderness, sits under a tree and feels utterly defeated. He's exhausted, alone, and so deep in despair that he actually asks God to take his life. How can someone go from such a mountaintop high to such a valley low so quickly? It's because even the strongest among us can be overwhelmed by fear and exhaustion. Elijah keeps going, traveling 40 days and 40 nights to Mount Horeb, the mountain of God. He hides in a cave and God asks him a gentle question. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Elijah pours out his heart, feeling completely isolated. "I've been so zealous for you, but everyone else has abandoned you, and now they're trying to kill me too. I'm the only one left." Then God tells him to stand on the mountain. First, a powerful wind shatters the rocks, but God wasn't in the wind. Then comes an earthquake, but God wasn't in the earthquake. After that, a fire, but God wasn't in the fire. And finally, after all the noise and chaos, there was the sound of a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he knew. He covered his face and stood at the entrance of the cave. God was in the quiet. In that still, small voice, God comforted Elijah, corrected his perspective, telling him he wasn't alone, that there were 7,000 others who hadn't bowed to Baal, and gave him a new purpose, a new mission. Elijah's story teaches us a profound lesson. Sometimes we look for God in the grand, spectacular moments, the fire from heaven experiences, and He is there. But often He meets us when we're at our lowest, when we've run out of our own strength. He speaks, not in the shouting wind of our anxieties or the earthquake of our fears, but in the gentle whisper that comes when we finally quiet our souls to listen. When you feel alone in your battle, remember Elijah. Retreat, find a quiet place, and listen for that still, small voice. That's where you'll find renewed strength, a fresh perspective, and the assurance that you are never, ever truly alone. Thanks for joining me today. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a gentle whisper moment. I'd love to hear about it. See you in the next video.